This is a Peter McKinnon camera bag, the Everyday, and let me tell you guys, this bag has not underperformed at all. This has been a workhorse. There's still so much dust. Anyways, let's get into the gear because that's what y'all want to see. So, all right. First thing in here is my baby, the 14 to 35 millimeter Canon RF glass. Very beautiful. Typically, I do use this with an ND filter, but we'll get into that when we get to that filter. This one is perfect for wide angle. I use this literally 90% of the time whenever I'm vlogging or I'm using the camera that I'm shooting on right now. This one, do not leave home without it. And we'll talk about the next lens. That's literally the lens I'm using right now to film this. That's the 24 to 105 millimeter Canon RF glass again. I love that lens. This lens and that lens, they are the lenses that I take with me whenever I travel around the world. I don't take any other lenses. All right, is the new DJI Mini 3 Pro. Having a controller with a built-in LCD screen is literally the best thing ever. What I love so much about this is you have the control sticks built in on the back and you just take those off and flick those and put those on. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is literally the icing on, it's the icing on the cake. The Mini 3 Pro for traveling, it is the best drone you can have because you can use this drone in most countries in the world. You won't have to register it, but make sure you check the country before you try to fly this. Don't say Davion West said you could fly this there. I used to have the Air 2S and I could not fly it everywhere. I bought this because when I went to Turkey, I had to have a drone that was under a certain amount of weight, and this 249 grams with the normal battery, 249 grams, it's worth it. Honestly, battery life, 35 minutes. It's honestly beautiful. And then just the fact that this drone can actually shoot vertical, like coming out of the camera, because again, it's beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna cover towels now. Yes, towels in my travel bag. First one up is the MATADOR. This is a beautiful, beautiful beach towel. It is like breathtaking. Let's just open it up. So whenever you unzip it, literally the bag is the towel itself. And honestly, it's a pretty nice normal size towel. And then whenever you do want to put it up, you literally just start stuffing it into the bag. And that's that. But you know what? We will deal with that later because you guys did not come for that. So the next thing is going to be the MATADOR towel. And this is the towel I use to dry myself off when I'm showering and traveling around the world, because I stay in hostels because hostels are very cheap. And your boy's balling on a budget right now. So it's a nano fiber towel and it's a decent size also too. It's a decent size. But for this towel, what I do like about it is it dries very quickly. If it's in an open area, ventilated, this can dry in 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And if it's outside and you live in Texas like me, this will dry out in 5 to 10 minutes. But then I just love the case. It's so flexible. You can put it pretty much anywhere. And whenever I do need to leave the house so quickly, I'll just grab this and I will actually hook it on my bag right here and let it dry. That way it's not getting inside of my bag or my luggage and stinking it up. So let's go to the next thing. I do not leave home without having a speaker when traveling, because being able to go to the beach and pulling out a waterproof speaker just really brings the vibes of that beach. Honestly, just really brings the vibes out. Having music, I really love music. So this is one of my filters from Peter McKinnon's line. Very beautiful, 6 to 9 stops. Honestly, this really helps when you're trying to shoot manual, you're trying to shoot on log, so you can really control how much light is being let into the camera without messing with the settings. So really great gear. It costs a lot of money, but it's really worth it. Very great quality. Make sure you have a backup camera. So right here is my Canon EOS R, and I love this. I love her. She is so good. Shoots up to 4K, but it's cropped whenever you're shooting in 4K, but this is my workhorse. Like, even this LCD screen is dented in. I love this camera. It's just, If you fly a lot, you might recognize these Turkish Airlines, and I took these headphones. Well, they gave it to me, and I was like, these are good headphones, so why not? So they stay in my bag now. My MacBook Pro, this is the latest edition one, the 14-inch MacBook Pro. I didn't get it spec'd out, but it does have 2 terabytes and a lot of other specs. But this bad boy, he literally works so much magic. I have no problems when it comes to editing footage on 4K. 8K, I've not tried that yet, but we'll talk about that when I finally edit 8K. Having an adapter like this, a travel adapter, has 2 different sides where you can lock and unlock. So we'll unlock the first one, boom. So this one has several different countries. Then literally I'll just push that back in and then lock it back. Sometimes struggle with it. Boom, now we got the next one. Now this is for American plugs. And then we also have a Western Europe plug right there, adapter. So this is only, I wanna say it was $10, not a bad investment at all. I have one of those. Then I have 2 more adapters, American to European adapters. And then a USB one. I have a lot of adapters. Can't forget the charger for the batteries. A little tripod, I can't remember where I got this from, but it works, so can set the camera down. And I learned really quickly that it's very important making sure that you do have a memory card case so you keep all your memory cards together and you don't lose them. You don't want to show up to a shoot and not have your memory cards. Yes, this is a normal Apple 3.5mm plug-in. Davion, why do you have this in the day of Bluetooth? Being on planes, so I can listen to a movie and I have earbuds that are comfortable. I have comfortable earbuds with me. So this is for airplane mode, honestly. And then also when I get tired of having my Bluetooth earbuds in or the battery's dead, I just plug this into my laptop. Peter McKinnon. It's almost like this video is sponsored by Peter McKinnon. It's not a sponsored video, but this is for cleaning off my laptop screen, very important. Extra Canon battery. You have to have a lock whenever you're staying in hostels. Some hostels have lockers and some of those lockers don't have locks. So I always recommend carrying at least one of these so you can lock your things up. Next, I always put this on whenever I'm traveling. I'm gonna be outdoors for the winds to make sure the quality is still good with the sound. The sound quality is still good. My passport, easy access right there. And inside of my passport wallet, due to all this COVID-19, I have my vaccination card in here also in a pin. I almost forgot about this one. Is my GoPro. I don't know why I tried to untwist that. I just bought this. So I do have a little tripod on here. Any case I have to vlog somewhere and I don't want to have a huge vlogging setup, this thing goes out 3 times and boom. Like, people don't stare at me that much whenever I do have this out. They still stare, but when you have the whole setup, they think you're filming a Indiana Jones movie. And then I do have another MATADOR towel. I take 2 of these with me. That way, in case one's drying, I still have another towel to use. I can't get over how much I love these things. I also carry a fountain pen with me. I don't use it that much, but this is a Pelican fountain pen. Very beautiful, a 14 karat gold nib. I've had this pen for like 5 years now. It really has stayed with me. Next thing that I'm always carrying with me is my wallet. I keep this in my bag mostly because when I was traveling in Western Europe, I just used my Apple Watch for Apple Pay, so I didn't really want to have my cards out. Gotta love your T-Money card. In Korea, everything is cute and cuddly. It's a Phantom wallet. It's a Canadian company and I just love it. It's very minimalistic and there's this little mechanism right here and then the cards come out and you can push out a card really easily. That is why I love it. Very minimalistic.